every time Caitlin gets fouled, we can't make it seem like she was assaulted. Why like a Stephen A. Smith? It was that important to you to run the Kennedy Carter hip check, right? That was everywhere. But yet, you didn't even discuss what Alyssa Thomas did to Angel Reese.
Why is there such a divide in opinions about Caitlin Clark and her rise in the WNBA? The tensions seem to be reaching new heights, especially with basketball legends like Sheryl Swoopes at the center of the conversation.
I'm gonna say this, and then I wanna be done with this whole conversation. So, for people to come at me and say that I made those comments because I'm a racist, first of all, black people can't be racist.
The clash between Swoopes and Clark isn't just about basketball. It's wrapped up in issues of race, respect, and how we treat rising stars in sports. So what's really going on? Caitlin Clark has been a dominant force in college basketball and has seamlessly transitioned into the WNBA, drawing admiration and criticism alike. Many see her as a game changer, someone who's pushing the limits of what's possible on the court. But not everyone is happy about her success, and some of her most vocal critics come from within the league, including Sheryl Swoopes, one of the WNBA's all-time greats. Recently, Swoopes found herself in hot water after being removed from the broadcast of a game between the Dallas Wings and the Indiana Fever. This decision has sparked rumors that her removal was tied to her unwillingness to recognize Caitlin Clark's contributions to the game. During a heated exchange with Stephen A. Smith, Swoopes was called out for ignoring Clark's impact, particularly when discussing the Fever's success. Swoopes had praised multiple players but noticeably left out Clark, which Smith pointed out as an intentional slight. Swoopes' omission of Clark from her commentary has raised eyebrows and sparked accusations of bias. The conversation around this situation has become even more charged due to the racial dynamics involved. Some believe that Swoopes' treatment of Clark is rooted in jealousy or even a form of reverse racism, while others argue that it's simply a matter of differing basketball opinions. Swoopes, who has been an iconic figure in the WNBA, has always been outspoken, but her comments toward Clark have started to feel personal to many. But why would Swoopes, a champion who's won at every level, feel the need to diminish Clark's achievements? It's hard to say for sure, but the ongoing tension suggests there's more to this story than just basketball. As much as it's about the game, it's also about the narrative, who controls it and who gets to be the star. Clark has dealt with criticism throughout her career, and her response has been to stay focused on her game. She's noted that at the highest levels, there will always be people who critique you, but there will also be those who support you. Her grounded approach to the highs and lows of fame shows maturity beyond her years. It seems clear that no amount of negativity will derail her pursuit of greatness. But the criticisms persist. Sheryl Swoopes has been vocal not only about Clark but also about other players, like Kennedy Carter and Diamond DeShields. Swoopes has defended their actions on the court, even in moments when those actions seemed aggressive or out of line, particularly against Clark. This has led some to believe that Swoopes is unfairly targeting Clark, painting her as the villain in situations where she's simply playing the game. The narrative that players are envious of Clark's success has gained traction, with incidents like the Kennedy Carter hip check and DeShields' hard foul against Clark being framed as more than just physical play. They're seen as personal attacks fueled by jealousy. Whether this is true or not, it's clear that Clark has become a lightning rod for controversy, with every foul or heated moment being analyzed and debated. What's troubling about this situation is how it's impacting the broader perception of the WNBA. Instead of celebrating the incredible talent and growth of the league, we're seeing divisions emerge, with players and commentators seemingly at odds over who deserves recognition and respect. Caitlin Clark is breaking records and shattering expectations, but instead of everyone rallying around her, we're seeing figures like Swoopes criticize her from the sidelines. At the end of the day, this controversy isn't just about Caitlin Clark or Sheryl Swoopes. It's about how we elevate or diminish athletes based on factors that go beyond their on-court performance. Racism, jealousy, and personal biases all seem to be playing a role in how these stories are being told. And while we can't control how people feel, we can control how we react to it. As the WNBA continues to grow and evolve, it's essential that we focus on what truly matters, the game itself. Caitlin Clark is an undeniable talent, and whether or not everyone agrees on her status as a future legend, there's no denying that she's earned her place in the conversation. The question is, will the league be able to move past these divisions and give Clark the respect she deserves? Or will figures like Sheryl Swoopes continue to overshadow her achievements with unnecessary drama? At Sport Pulse, we believe it's time to let go of the negativity and celebrate what makes the game great: talent, passion, and a commitment to excellence. Whether you're a fan of Caitlin Clark or Sheryl Swoopes, there's one thing we can all agree on: the WNBA is better when we focus on the players who make it exciting, not the controversies that distract from the sport we love.